So Share with Schools works with schools in both Cynon Valley and in Cardiff. And these are communities where, in many cases, the pupils don't really think that university is something that they can aspire to.
It's really a student-led project. It's led by a team of postgrads and, with student volunteers.
I started off volunteering for the project when I was an undergraduate here, and now work on the project helping to deliver and run it.
I like what the programme's about, going out into schools, trying to present workshops that are very informative and present things that the schools themselves couldn't usually do.
I've always quite liked history, it's just that looking at it more in depth has made me more interested in doing it for GCSE or possibly university.
So it was going into schools and teaching pupils about their own history so that they could relate to that. Went into the schools with sort of these objects. We designed the workshops to be interactive, to be highly engaging, so that the pupils could enjoy the sessions but also really get involved.
We learnt in a different way. It was fun because we didn't learn by, the usual writing down and listening to what the teacher has to say. We got to interact with them and we got to draw, show them that we could understand what they were trying to tell us.
So far we've been learning about what archaeologists do about what happened over 2,000 years ago, and so far we've researched fossils. Well, not fossils, animal bones.
Touching the bones and playing with them.
So I've learned that in Cairo there is a church called St. Mary, and if you look closer there's a massive fort.
I'd say definitely join up, because you can do as much or as little as you want with this. You can fit it in around your timetable, you can volunteer for a couple of days, you can go out on every visit or just one or two.
Colleagues within this school have been involved working with those schools in partnership on research projects that have come out of Share with Schools visits.
For quite a number of years now, I would say probably going back 7 or 8 years, we've had teams of students from Share with Schools come and visit us at the school. They've run all sorts of different workshops with some of our classes from different year groups, and we've been very lucky that in most years we've been then invited back to come and bring groups of pupils down to visit the university.
We work really closely with undergraduate students here at Cardiff, so we're providing them with employability skills and transferable skills. Many of them are kind of standing up and teach classes of school children for the first time, and you can really watch and see them grow and develop as individuals and their skills maturing as a consequence.
And to show them that, as representatives of the university, that again, that we are approachable, that this is something that they could perhaps think of.
So today I think it's been very exciting, it's been quite stimulating and interesting.
It really is about trying to break down barriers, challenges, if you like, that young people face in thinking about coming to university, but driven by other young people who've come to university, some of whom have faced similar challenges.
I knew some things about archaeologists, I knew that they used to dig up for ancient things, and that's all I knew really until now.
And they can start to understand that history isn't just the pages on a book, but it's something real and tangible.
We serve an inner city catchment. A lot of our students won't be the pupils who naturally assume they're going to go to university as pupils in some schools do. A lot of them will be, them and their siblings will be the first generation to hopefully go on to university. So that opportunity to ask questions, to find out about university life, to have maybe some of their fears or their lack of knowledge helped by these sessions is really good for them.
It's very worthwhile doing, just for the skills and the experience at the end of the day.
Do more than just do your degree. You end up doing so much more exciting things that just change your experience here at university.
I would like to come to university because we've learned a lot of things about it, and I think that I'd be able to learn a lot more if I were to come here, and that I would be able to get degrees and things like that to further my progress in whatever profession I choose.